Hi, I'm Robert. Welcome to my channel. This is a reading of my latest book, My Nineveh, The Cross Between Psychedelics and the Church. It is available now on Amazon. If you want to support my work, please like and subscribe, and consider purchasing a copy from the link in the description below. Chapter 11, The Rabbit of Reality. At this point, we have enough information to begin solving the problem. We can begin to describe reality in terms of one thing only, or rather one no thing, consciousness. Consciousness exists as an eternal no thing. It is God, eternally good, eternally self-loving. It is also existentially lonely, as there is only one and can only be one, and there will always be only one. God is formless and void and infinitely creative. However, consciousness has certain capabilities. It can fractally separate, using amnesia to simulate a division within itself. It also has the capacity to dream, a capacity that disseminates from the higher unified and singular state into the disassociated forms it takes. Our universe is what this process of disassociation looks like from the inside. All this separation and using amnesia to create barriers and distinction within God is done out of complete and unending love for God. God is perfect and desires nothing but to know God more fully. Each form that God takes is an opportunity for God to love God more. Because of the eternal and unending nature of this reality, God is free to love each form unconditionally, because there is no other. There is no capacity for God to do evil, which requires other. In practice, this unconditional love means that there is nothing a person or any being can do which prevents God's love. We are eternally tied together with divinity through our conscious experience, through our being. That tie is unbreakable. God cannot be divided from God. Even denial of God's existence is not sufficient. This is not to be confused with solipsism. It is not simply the mind-body complex of Robert that exists. Yours does too, as does every being of every plant, animal, microbe, alien, etc. It is probable that anything with form has being. For example, Mother Earth or the sun. Even if there is no inner life to these forms, it is more likely, from my opinion, that they do have an inner life, just very alien from our own human experience. They still exist within the singular consciousness of God as elements of this 13 billion-year-old dream we call a universe. At every layer of reality, though, it is God experiencing God, one consciousness, infinite minds. The fractal nature of consciousness works something like this. God dreams a universe, then inhabits that dream with perspective, which is tied to form that is created out of the stuff of the dream. The two happen simultaneously, and, in a very real sense, a new universe is created with each perspective. This creation process is the template which our own dream creation mirrors. We fall asleep, and our fractal shard of consciousness creates a dream universe, which we simultaneously populate with our own perspective. This pattern explains not only our own capacity to dream, and why dreaming exists in the first place, but also why, as a fractal of the whole, our dreams do not have the same longevity and power of the one we are in. The purpose of amnesia, the veil of forgetting, has a lot of utility in this design. First of all, it allows God to play a never-ending game of hide and seek with himself. God forgets that he is God, so that God can be fully immersed as a form in the world being dreamt. In the cases where God does not do this, as those realms can also exist, then the impact of decision in those realms is far less. If you are aware that you are dreaming, then stepping in front of the speeding car has little risk. It is the lack of awareness of being God in a dream which causes us humans to take reality seriously. The dream of this reality is made all the more real due to the looming specter of death. This full immersion in the dream is the veil separating the Holy of Holies from the rest of earth. To tear the veil is to see the dead walk among us, to be in spirit, to be God. The veil of forgetting has other benefits too. It allows God to develop an actual relationship between the divine will and the creature. God will uphold and maintain unconditional love towards God no matter what, but each creature does have the sense of free will, and being immersed in duality, we can choose good versus evil. How deeply does each creature want to explore this relationship with the divine? You have a choice in the matter, given to you at birth, at the installation of the veil. The third benefit is that it allows for real and infinite creativity. Choice is how that works itself out, and you are allowed to be creative both in love and in hate, on a journey through life that brings one out of the delusion of this reality, or a journey that plunges one deeper into the dream.